Hey everyone, my name is Lucy and I'm here with my friend Evie, and today we're playing a game called A Double-Sided Mirror.
Yeah, so we had a gaming recommendation in our comments, which was super exciting for us. And their name is Boop Stars. Thank you, Boop Stars. This one is for you. I also have the Itch.io page up with the synopsis of this game. And it says, "We all deserve to be happy. You got out of a bad relationship, and the only thing you need now is peace of mind. Since you don't have any family or friends close to where you live, the only way you've found to meet new people is through a dating app. As the days go by, you meet a guy through that app. After some thought, you decide to set up a date to meet your new friend so that you can ignore your past problems and focus on your future. But is that really the solution to your problems? Or is it maybe the worst decision you've ever made? Well, maybe it's just an exaggeration after all. As you always say, we all deserve to be happy, right?"
I don't know anything much other than what we've just read, so we're just going into this blind as per usual. I'm ready when you're ready.
I'm ready too. I just want to point out that the person on the screen clearly stuck their thumb in a jar of jam, which I hate when that happens. Look how messy he is. And I'm assuming this game is incredibly wholesome just based on that.
Oh yeah. So wholesome. I just want to lick the jam off those fingers.
All right.
Beep. Okay, I'm just gonna say really quickly, I already really like the thingies,
Yeah, is
if
that
you know
ice
what I
cream?
mean.
Or was that in the
Uh,
corner?
I think it's a cupcake.
It's a cupcake. Okay.
Answer the phone. Hello?
Charlie, is everything all right?
Yeah, why are you asking that?
I'm sorry. I'm just really, really sorry.
You had that nightmare again, didn't you? I've already told you, Lucy, you're not the one to blame for all that. It's not your fault. What'd you realize?
Wait, I'm you now.
What? Oh,
Is
hey!
Charlie.
Except my name is with an I, so that's not me, okay?
I know, but I can't help it. If it wasn't for me, none of this would have happened. You wouldn't have suffered all those horrible things.
Ah,
Sorry, I'm sure you must be tired of all my calls by now, putting up with your sister at late hours of the night.
specifically when I have a date in the morning.
A date? Why didn't you tell me anything about that?
Because I didn't want to.
Charlie, you're still there?
He didn't tell you because he knew you would react this way.
It's you. You planned all this for him, didn't you? Charlie isn't ready for having dates yet, and you know that. This is completely dangerous, and I won't allow it. I won't allow it.
We'll see, little sis.
I already feel threatened.
By our own brother.
No, wait, I thought it was someone. What?
Well, 'cause he said little sis, so then I assumed it's like another brother.
Wait, our brother? Wait, does that mean Lucy has two brothers? One is the person you were. And now it's asking for our name. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's
Oh,
happening anymore.
that is weird, 'cause I thought we were Charlie.
I thought we were Charlie too, but I guess not.
Well, we are, and will always continue to be Boofus unless the game tells us otherwise. 10 minutes late. This can't be possible.
Oh, that pizza looks good.
Oh, wow, I'm hungry. What kind of impression I'm gonna give showing up this late? I just hope he keeps waiting for me, or this whole trip will have been in vain.
Wait, theory time.
Hmm.
Sorry. What if in the beginning, okay, so Charlie and the other guy are the same person, and what if this is my theory, okay, this is my crackhead theory. What if that our sister knows that we have some kind of split thing going on. I don't want to diagnose him. I'm just saying, like, what if that's what's happening?
Yeah, I was not thinking that yet, but I was actually thinking, oh, the beginning bit was we're with Charlie, but now we're a completely different character. That's why I was asking for our name. I can't bear the idea of going back home just to eat ice cream and listen to the same songs over and over while I get lost in my imagination and sadness. I wouldn't have to go through all this if I had never fallen in love with him. I hope I'll never see him again. I let out a small sigh as I clenched my fist slightly due to the helplessness I felt just remembering my ex-boyfriend's face. There's no use dwelling on this right now. At least I'm close. Finally, I'm here. I'm already really liking a lot of the art, I'll be honest.
Same. I didn't want to interrupt you, but I was looking at that as well.
Yeah, I interrupt myself.
Can we click on things?
I was about to try to. Waiting. Continuing to wait. How odd. We agreed the meeting point was at the main entrance doors of the mall. Could he have left? Maybe he thought I wouldn't make it in the end and the date would be cancelled. But if that were the case, he would have definitely messaged me through the app just to confirm whether we'd still have the date or not. Besides, at first glance, it doesn't seem like anyone is looking for someone else.
Some people ghost you though. Like, I was just thinking when Boofus was like, oh, he would have let me know. You don't know that. Some people will just be like, yeah, sure, like, we'll meet up, and then they just never show up.
I think our Boofus is innocent. Maybe this is her first time going through the dating apps.
Okay. I've actually, oh god, I'm gonna sound so old. I've never gone through a dating app because I met my person very young, so... But I'm just saying, from like dating other people like way back in the past, like, you don't know, sometimes people are stupid.
My person was my first person, so I was lucky on that bit. I never had to date around, but I've heard horror stories. I don't know what's going on with our Boofus.
I've told you horror stories. Some of those were from me.
Well, again, our Boofus, I guess, has the benefit of the doubt for people. They would never do something to us like that, like ghost us. What a waste of time. All I've done for the last 15 minutes is stand here waiting like an idiot. How long would you wait before you were like, they're not coming?
And they didn't contact me at all. Maybe a half hour tops, especially if it's somewhere, like if it's indoors and I can just distract myself. Oh, I actually did have a guy show up late once. I had my first boyfriend. This is like 14 years old, so this is like way back. My first boyfriend showed up really late to one of our dates, and I was in a really bad mood because he didn't tell me, and I think that was like an hour, and the only reason I stayed was because I was in another city, and my ride home wasn't going to be for a few hours, so I was like, ugh. And then he showed up, and I was like, how dare you?
Well, he showed up, I guess.
Yeah, but he ended up being kind of a butthead anyway. But I don't know how long. I guess, I don't know. To be fair, if I was in a mall because I like shopping, I'd probably just be having fun by myself. I'd be like, oh my god, like I would just be, I'd be doing my own thing anyway, and I'd be distracted. But if it went past a half hour, I don't know, I'd probably go because I'd be like, especially the thing is, if someone let me know, if someone said, I'm sorry, I'm running late, something happened, etc., I'd be like, okay, fair enough. But if there was no contact, like I've not heard from the person, I'd give them a solid half hour, and after that, I'd probably go. But if I was in a mall, I'd probably just end up staying in the mall by myself, just having fun.
Also, we were late, so to top it off, we're waiting longer then. Perhaps I should walk around a little to distract myself. That way time will pass more quickly. That's what we were just saying. He better text me soon to apologize for keeping me waiting. I'll give him just one chance. If only the dating app allowed us to make calls, I wouldn't be waiting like an idiot. I curse their stupid strict security code. How dare they protect you, Boofus? Although, being a bit more realistic. I glanced at my phone, which was terribly damaged. The screen is cracked, the display is failing, and the battery overheats, and many other things. I wouldn't be able to answer even if I wanted to. This old phone can barely get a signal in this place, and the worst part of all, I couldn't pay this month's plan. It's the first and only phone I've had, but I really need an upgrade. Thankfully, the mall has Wi-Fi, and I can avoid all that hassle. I let out a sigh as I opened the app to check my date's profile. Still nothing from him.
I want to point out as well, okay, I could be wrong, but going off the images and everything, this looks very yandere-y. I am sick and tired of these yanderes who are, like, not putting the effort in. If you're gonna be obsessed with me, I expect you to already be there waiting for me. I could be wrong. Maybe this person isn't going to be yandere, but it's giving yandere vibes, like, from the description and stuff, so.
I thought it was, but I could be wrong. I could have sworn I saw a glance of it. But who knows? If they are a yandere, disappointing. You should have been here already, stalking us. What a dilemma. All of this for a simple blind date. I'll wait for another 5 minutes. If he doesn't show up by then, I'm out of here. Do I click? Okay. Half an hour. I've been waiting for half an hour. I think it's for the best if I don't stay here anymore. I'm just waiting for someone who will never show up.
Oh, she's just like me. Half hour. Yeah, that seems to be the sweet spot. What about you? You never answered it. If you...
I was in agreement with you. I would have just waited half hour. But after the half hour, I would have actually just gone also exploring through the mall. Go get something to eat. Just like hang about for a bit.
Yeah, I would have put music in. Like started like shaking my butt. Get some, like maybe get a cute outfit. Get a milkshake. Just forget about it, to be honest. Just forget about the whole date.
Agag, what's so hard for him to just send at least one single message? At least I would know he's still alive. I just don't want to think that something bad could have happened to him just because we agreed to meet in this place. Ah, our Boofus is thinking way too ahead. It's not like he had a car accident. Or encountered a gang who tried to rob him.
Oh god, she's an overthinker like me.
Or maybe he got killed because he was mistaken for someone else.
What? Okay, that's even worse than me. I don't know anymore.
Ah. What if he had an accident with a gang who tried to kidnap him and then kill him?
Actually, this reminds me of the time I was worried about you. So, yeah. Maybe it's not that far-fetched from me.
And then I sent a cactus.
Oh, that's a story for another day.
Okay. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Nah, just a little bit. That sounded really stupid. Just a little bit. Dang it. I hate having anxiety.
Amen.
I should try not to overthink the situation right now. These are just extremist thoughts that sound ridiculous once you say it out loud. Paying attention to that is the worst thing I can do. I just need to clear my mind and stop imagining nonsense once and for all. Huh? A cafe? I guess I could take a little look. At least I'll be able to focus on something other than murder. Delay of my date. Also, I could treat myself to something sweet after waiting for a while. Go ahead.
My brain spaced out because I was reading The Sweet Hell and I don't know why. And then you said the murder and then my brain was like, wait, we're killing him now? What's happening? It really threw me for a loop.
I deserve something tasty at least. Me and her on the same page as that as well. Wow, I didn't expect it to be so cozy. Well, I'll sit in the corner for now. This
There's
is
a tail.
Where? Oh yeah. I wonder if that's real or... Because she's got horns also.
I assume that's just uniform because it's called Sweet Hell.
Oh,
cafe.
I don't know why. I thought it was Sweet Hall, and even when you said you were distracted by the name, I still didn't catch.
We're terrible. You and me have terrible attention span.
One might expect something very simple for a small cafe like this, but it has everything for a full establishment, and the interior design is so charming that it makes the place perfect. But despite having customers in such a lovely place, it's very odd that there are only 3 people. Usually these places are filled with people who would die just to be near the entrance. You can tell they have a wide variety of sweets and pastries, although a bit expensive for what they offer. Could that be the reason why there aren't many people here? Could just be a slow day. Starbucks, Costco, those places, I mean, they're usually, full, but they've also have quiet periods. I didn't bring as much money to spend within 5 minutes of entering a store. It's best to order a milkshake. They look delicious, they're cheap, and I can take advantage of staying here for a while and enjoying the atmosphere. After waiting a couple of minutes, a waitress approached to take my order.
Oh, should I do it?
Sure.
Okay. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Cameron. I'll be your waitress. So tell me, what would you like to order?
She's cute. The waitress said with a somewhat irritated tone of voice while looking at me indifferently. You picked the right voice.
I was about to say, it's a happy coincidence.
Maybe making some small talk would cheer her up a bit. Everything on the menu sounds delicious, and honestly, I'd like to break the routine of ordering a simple coffee. You know?
Uh-huh.
Okay, bad idea. The waitress' reaction of what I said only made the discomfort and awkwardness fill my body. I should better finish this pitiful situation and order something random. I'm gonna take a Midori Delight. Please? The waitress didn't change her expression and just focused on writing down my order.
Okay, you've made a wonderful choice. I'll bring your order in a minute.
Thank you. I think I now understand why there isn't a lot of people in this place. Although I can't judge that just by the way she treated me. After all, she didn't treat me poorly or insult me. It was just somewhat intimidating. I wouldn't go in a place like that, to be honest.
You and I have discussed this recently. So me and Lucy have worked in retail and customer service and restaurants and all that junk since our early, adulthood. And my thing has always been, customers suck. I can fully acknowledge that. But I will always be nice to the next customer because I will always do my best to treat others the way I want to be treated. So personally, I did find that a little rude. Do they owe me, sunshine, shining out of their ass? No. But also, at the end of the day, the way I see it is, even, let's say the person before treated them bad, that doesn't mean that we're doing anything bad. So I always try my best to be nice. I'm also naturally bubbly, so maybe that's why. But I don't know. I just think it's just being nice, just common decency. And if then the customer is crappy, then you can be a bit firmer, sure. Obviously, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, if they're being crappy with me. But I don't know. That's my opinion.
I agree. Again, wholeheartedly. We've talked about this over and over. I had an experience in a cafe where I never felt welcome. I went 2 times. They were just never nice to me. I didn't go back after that because it's like, why? I don't want to be treated like this. And all I'm doing is, oh, hi, could I get this? And they ignore me. It's not nice.
One of the funny things about me as well is that my first go-to is always to be bubbly and cheerful. And then as soon as I tell the other person's like that, it goes from, yeah, let's, to they're just like, okay. Because I'm just going to match your energy now. Now we're both miserable. Good job.
I shouldn't even care so much about the waitress's attitude at this point. I probably have that same expression on my face almost every day and nobody tells me anything. In the end, you can't really know what's going on with other people's lives and how it affects their moods. Most likely, she just had a bad day.
Okay, see, but that's the thing. Yes, of course. Like, you could be going through something awful. That's why I said you don't owe me to be thingy. But I'm just saying basic. Just be friendly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe people will disagree with me here, but it's just, I don't know. That's another thing as well. Like, unfortunately, in customer service, you can get in trouble from your like managers and stuff as well. It's just one of those jobs where, unfortunately, part of it is sort of being friendly. And you could be having a bad. I mean, I've had awful days in customer service, and I've had days where I went to the bathroom and just cried, and then went back out, and I still tried to be friendly to people. I don't know, Lucy, if you want to weigh in, but that's sort of my mentality. Is just, I don't know.
I'm gonna hold off on my opinion because I'm curious as to, is she yelling at us? Or who's she yelling at right now?
Excuse me.
Okay. I think I got so lost in my thoughts that I didn't notice the fixed stare and furrowed brow of the waitress in front of me.
Are you ignoring me? I'm telling you, it's $5. See? I don't.
Like, if she had a bad experience before, 'cause somebody was rude to her, I get that. It sucks. I've been in that situation also, but we didn't do anything. All we said was like, oh, I'm going to order something that's not a standard coffee, hee hee, and then get this kind of treatment. And it's like, I didn't do anything. I'm sorry that the last person that you spoke with was rude to you, but we weren't rude to you. And again, you don't, like you said, have to give us sunshine and rainbows, but you also don't have to yell at me.
I mean, this could also be directed towards a different customer and not us. But at the end of the day, I don't know. It's just a little strange for me. If you don't have cash to pay for your milkshake, we also take credit cards. But don't think that you're gonna leave without paying for it.
Okay. I'm sorry. Here's the money for the milkshake. Thank you very much, and please forgive me for all the inconvenience.
No, that's horrible service. I'm sorry. That's also, I'm so irritated now. Like, that's just so rude. Like, no. See, even if, let's say, Boofus was spaced out, staring at the wall, licking it, just
as we usually
in their
are.
own head. Yeah. There's no need to shout and be like, give me the money. It's like, oh, sorry, like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I don't know. I mean, let me put this into perspective. I've had customers say horrific things to me, and at most I was able to be firm with them and tell them to leave. And we talk about this all the time. I do think that customer service needs to protect the workers more than the customers personally, because customers get, in my opinion, customers get away with a lot of things they shouldn't. But this is also not okay. And I'm going on a tangent, and I'm sorry. I've just been working customer service for so many years, like, ugh.
And we just came off from talking about this off camera, so it's like, we were
did.
already heated about this. I do this. After handing over the money, I took out my cell phone and started reviewing old conversations to pretend I was talking to someone else, just to get out of, like, situations like this. The waitress stared at me strangely for a couple of seconds and then left. I sighed in relief immediately. Man, kill me. I don't want to continue like this anymore. Despite everything that's happened so far, I think the day won't end as bad as I imagine. Ignoring everything that just happened, I took a small sip of the milkshake. Honestly, its taste is very peculiar. It's sweet with the smooth and fluffy texture. I would say it's one of the best milkshakes I've ever had. Why is it peculiar then? Although it may sound silly, but just being able to taste it made my nerves disappear. Being at a slightly secluded table made everything more pleasant. I no longer had that ugly thought from before. I could only focus on watching people through the cafe's window, enjoying their day, relaxing, and letting go of the ongoing responsibilities. I wish this moment never ends.
Pardon me.
Hello, Cameron. Me and my big mouth. I turned my head only to find the waitress walking towards me. Perhaps there was some issue with the payment? We gave you cash. Did something happen?
Someone asked me to send this to you as a gift. Ugh.
She bought me a small, beautifully decorated slice of strawberry cake ready to eat, alongside it with a small folded yellow paper. Out of obvious curiosity, I opened it immediately. I am a sucker for free food, so...
No, you would end up poisoned. I'm
I
sorry.
know.
This is my first thought was, first of all, this waitress was already rude to me, and second of all, I'm not accepting. I don't know who gave me this food. No,
Oh my god,
I'm
girl.
not
Oh
accepting.
no, I didn't get to read it. Hold on. Uh... Okay, I'm sorry for coming this late, and I genuinely apologize for not being brave enough to come over to your table so that I can apologize properly, and I hope you still want to take the date with me. Heh.
Why'd you read it so fast?
Because I don't know. I don't know. See, it's gonna disappear. I didn't press anything.
Oh my.
Okay, before I continue, sorry, I forgot to tell you this, but yesterday I went to the store and there was this lady that offered me and someone that I was with free apples, and I was ready to take those apples. I was like, hell yeah, free apples from a stranger giving it out in a bag. And the only reason we didn't take it is because we were going to go into a store, but then the person that I was with was like, you know, we also probably shouldn't take, like, apples off strangers. And that thought did not cross my mind. I was like, that's true. I don't know who that person was, and I still would have taken those apples.
Why do I feel like if we ever travel together, I'm going to have to be on high alert at all times with you?
When I was younger as well, I remember this stranger offered me a free can of Coke, and I was like, hell yeah, a free can of Coke. And my grandmother was like, no, we're not taking it. And I was so mad. I was like, why? He's given us a Coke, and it's like, you don't know what's in the Coke. And I was like, it's Coke, obviously.
You worry me so much.
Anyways.
If that's his way of apologizing, then it's the most pathetic apology I've ever seen in my life.
Without realizing it, I read the paper out loud. Ignoring my urge to die, I couldn't help but think that what the waitress said was true, despite it being an inappropriate comment. Wait. She shouldn't be here. Doesn't she have any other customers to take their orders or something? I simply watched her struggle not to laugh in my face due to my rather embarrassing situation. Excuse me, who sent all of this?
Oh yeah, it was that guy over there.
I looked to where she was pointing. Most people here were either taking their orders to go or sitting for a while, eating, then leaving, but that guy was the only one without an order and was occasionally looking directly at my table. When he realized I was looking at him, he quickly looked in another direction and pretended to be doing something else. Okay, that's very strange. Why would he send me this cake out of nowhere? Could it be a trap?
Yes. Boofus, thank you. Don't listen to Lucy.
No.
She's gonna end up in a You're gonna end up kidnapped in a van. I feel like you know what's funny? My husband makes fun of me for being an airhead, but I am way more alert than you. So I feel like if I were with you, I'd have to get rid of all my airheadedness and just be on high alert like a guard dog.
But even now, I want the cake, man. Even Boofus was like, ew, she's kind of right. It's kind of scummy. And I'm like, no, this is great. Like, I forgive this person. I got a strawberry cake.
I'll buy you a cake. Don't eat that cake.
But if what he wrote in the note is true, then that means he's my blind date. Well, at least he arrived, but how did he know where I was?
I mean, that is also true, but I'm confused. Is this one of those dating apps? Because she said a blind date, so they don't know what they look like each other.
I assumed
that's what a blind date is, right?
Oh, I guess so. I kind of assumed blind date would be like you talked on the app for a bit, and then you kind of like tell each other, this is what to look out for. But also here's like a profile picture and all that. But you're right.
I thought I thought the original blind date was whole like, I will be at the cafe holding a rose.
Yes,
That's
yes.
how you know it'll be me. And there's no other way to know. And then you show up and you're like, I don't know who it is. Oh, there's a person with the rose in the corner. It's gotta be them.
Maybe we have a rose on us and he just followed us, because in the letter he said that he saw us, but he was just too nervous to actually like come over to greet us. So
Would
he
this put you
possibly
off?
followed.
I know you have less dating experience than me, but let's say your husband didn't exist, yada yada. Let's say you were just out in the dating world. Would this be an off-putting thing for you, or would you find it cute? Like, how would you?
I got a strawberry cake out of it.
Never mind. I should never ask for your opinions. You're just gonna end up kidnapped. Right. So what's my opinion? I don't know. I have nothing against shyness. I know I've seen a lot of people say things like, "Oh, I get the ick and stuff." I think that's what they call it. No, not necessarily. I don't like the fact that the person was late and they didn't let me know, and they found me in the cafe, sent a cake. I would never accept food from a stranger, especially blinded. That means we don't even know this person. We've never met them before. This would probably creep me out more than anything, actually. I'd be creeped out. Yeah.
Me and you have different views on this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You would show up. You would show up to his table with cake all over your face, like, this is really good. And then he's like, oh, Lucy, I have this van in the back of the mall. I have your favorite plushies in it. And you're like, cake and plushies? And I'm just in the back like, no.
Heck
Stop.
yeah. Did you hear that, Evie? Plushies.
No.
Because of that, I'm also willing to go, well, at least he arrived. I'm not going to question
whatever,
nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
After an hour and a half of delay, of course.
Ooh, that's late.
That is pretty late. I took the cake and the milkshake as I stood up to head over to the table where my supposed date was. I could see him fiddling with his hands as he looked out the window, trying to pretend he hadn't seen me. Is he really nervous about all of this? It seemed like he gave a small start when he heard me slide my things into the table, even though it was obvious I was coming over. It was very odd. Hi. It's nice to finally meet you. I tried to extend my hand to greet him, however, he just kept looking elsewhere while attempting to reciprocate the greeting. Poor thing, he was so nervous he couldn't stop shifting in his seat. Is he really that excited to meet me? What's wrong? Can't you speak, or are you scared of me?
That's a little mean, Boop. I mean, I don't know.
Well, apparently they're mad because they were an hour and a half late, so I guess they're just being...
Ooh. Mm-hmm. Never mind, girl. We're being sassy.
Sassy.
I like it. We're being sassy.
Relax. I don't bite. Upon hearing my attempt at joking with him, his expression immediately changed, displaying a tender and apprehensive look coupled with a faint smile.
I'm sorry. It's just that I was actually really gathering the courage to apologize for being late. That was very rude of me, and I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me.
When he finished speaking, he once again averted his gaze, perhaps out of lingering shame for keeping me waiting all this time, and realizing that during this entire period, all he's done is just try to face his fears to speak to me. I feel sorry for him, but it makes me a bit uncomfortable. I feel so different. I thought, this is cute.
I don't know, man. I have quite severe anxiety myself, but at the same time, I just wouldn't accept cake.
I feel like the odd one out. Commenters, please tell me, would you accept cake from a stranger as an apology? Please tell me I'm not the only one.
Okay, let's say I had been on a few dates with this guy already, right? And I already knew what he looked like. He knew what I looked like, and he showed up to a cafe and he sent like a cute note, like, "Hey, you know, hey, beautiful. I see you sitting over there with a cake, like flirty and stuff." And he gave me a cake. Yes, I would eat that cake. I've already been on a few dates. I'm in public, etc., etc. This guy I've never met before. He's an hour and a half late. He sends me a note for. I don't know. I'm on edge. I don't trust him.
Just think about it. Free cake, and it's nice looking.
You know what? Comments will probably agree with you, and I'll have to look out for you and the commenters. I'm going to have to protect everyone. I'm going to become sort of the mother of everyone, just trying to keep everyone from eating strange cake.
Still, this could have been avoided if he had just told me he'd be late. Well, at least we're here now. As I looked at him, I noticed his expression becoming increasingly uneasy, and the surrounding silence only made the situation worse. Why does he act this way? Despite being kind to him, he still can't talk to me or look at me. I know he feels bad, but he could at least say something.
Maybe he's anxious. I mean, I can relate to that.
Yeah, our Boofus is being a little mean.
I'm assuming that Boofus is annoyed. I don't know, it's difficult because also I'm bubbly but also have anxiety, so I kind of get both sides. Like, I don't know.
I let out a small sigh of the frustration I was feeling. This is really complicated. I don't want to hurt his feelings, but I also don't want to lie and pretend everything's perfect. After all, showing up out of the blue, apologizing, and buying a cake won't make me forget his lack of commitment. It's better to tell him the truth. I will do it gently. Don't worry. That makes the two of us arriving late. I guess that's the first thing we have in common, don't you think?
Oh, so that was a choice between accepting him and not accepting him, I'm assuming?
I guess. I thought it was because he wants to Boofus wants to tell the truth, that it was going to be the gentle way and the, like, you're being weird. So I just thought, don't worry, was like, don't worry about it, but I am still a little bit upset, you know? But yeah, Boofus was late also initially, so I think the best thing I can do is give him a moment. After all, the embarrassment he feels must be very overwhelming, and rejecting his apologies would be very rude of me. Immediately, he looked at me with surprise in his eyes. However, with a shy smile, he quickly glanced away. My mere presence seemed to make him nervous. I let out a small laugh and decided to take a spoonful of the cake he had bought me. It looked really delicious, and it would be a shame not to start eating it. Gasp. But how delicious! This is the best cake I've ever tasted. After a few seconds, I heard a faint murmur from him. It seemed like he wanted to tell me something, so I stopped eating the cake to listen.
So, did you like the cake? I chose strawberry because it's my favorite flavor. I thought you might like it too.
I guess it's a good icebreaker subject. I do like strawberry. I love it. The flavor is simply exquisite. The sweetness of the strawberry and the softness of the cake, along with the cream, make it a feast for the palate. I really appreciate you going through the trouble of buying this for me. But if you really like it that much, it's not fair that only I eat it. How about you have some too?
Wait, okay, hold on. He's too shy to, like, talk, like, approach us, and he buys us a cake and send us a note. How is he gonna react to us wanting to share a cake? Like, I feel like that's gonna be a bit much. Look at his face.
We're gonna force feed him, that's how. His expression...
If I get poisoned by the cake, you get poisoned by the cake.
Exactly. Okay, so if he doesn't accept our cake eating suggestion, he poisoned it.
Unless he already had the antidote.
His expression changed quickly. He blushed and looked very surprised by what I said.
Huh? Really? But there's only one spoon.
Oh, indirect kiss.
I never cared about that. I was one of those teenagers that would just share my... I mean, on retrospect, kind of weird, but we used to just drink from the same bottles and everything, so...
I've told you I don't like that.
You know what's funny? I was I hated it as a kid. I wouldn't even touch door handles. I became okay with germs temporarily because it was like the thing to do. Like I kind of like did it to fit in with my friends. And now I'm back to not being okay with germs. Like I have gone through phases.
I've never been okay with it, so this would not be one of those times.
You wouldn't eat from my spoon? How dare you?
No. I have to admit his extreme shyness is quite entertaining to watch as it makes him so nervous. It's just too adorable and makes me feel real fondness. While he kept trying to give me an excuse as to why he couldn't eat, I took a bit of the cake and unexpectedly shoved it into his mouth, making his face turn even redder as he simply chewed on it. The
Eat it! Eat
expressions
the cake!
are really cute, I'll say that as well.
They're very cute, but unfortunately my brain's imagining it as, rather than a cute little here you go, just like shoving it in like
Oh yeah.
have the cake.
I shoved that thing right down his mouth hole.
Oh.
If you want me to forgive you, it's better if you eat with me, so hush and just enjoy that taste. I know it's not right to talk to him like that, but it's the only way he'll understand that I don't mind sharing his gift.
We became a dom and a sub with him. I see where this is going.
See, that wasn't that hard, is it?
Could you please excuse me for a moment, please?
Oh, sure. In that moment, I saw him taking out a water bottle from his backpack along with a pill which almost slipped from his trembling hands. I could see how embarrassed he was for not being able to keep his composure.
Nah, I just want to pat him on the head now. I still don't trust him, but give him a head pat. He'll probably break if I do that.
I am so trusting. He immediately took the pill he had in his hand somewhat desperately, as if he was trying to end his suffering once and for all.
What is he taking?
It's definitely the strangest reaction I've seen to something as small as feeding someone a piece of cake. I thought it was like anxiety meds, but it's not gonna kick in that fast.
Yeah, I was about to say, I've been on anxiety medication. I mean, I don't know if there is a kind that does kick in that fast, but no, typically not. Also, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay.
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know.
It'll come back to you.
No, it probably won't.
Was that too much for him? It's clear that he's shy and a bit jumpy, but I didn't think that would bother him.
I just remembered what I was going to say. I was
See?
going to make a joke and say, what if he's allergic? Like, what if he's allergic to strawberries or he's lactose intolerant? And we just shoved cake in his, like, gullet.
Oh my gosh. I mean, he said he likes strawberries, so I can't imagine that he's allergic. But, you know, I think there are some people that are allergic that like a certain thing and they can't eat it. So maybe. Although, now that I think about it, someone with those qualities would get very anxious if their boundaries were crossed without their consent. But I'm such an idiot. I shouldn't have been so reckless with him. I'm sorry if that bothered you or made you uncomfortable in any way. I just wanted you to not be so tense about what happened earlier. I thought giving you some cake would fix that. I'm sorry.
I didn't want you to be tense, so instead, I force-fed you.
Heck yeah. He turned to look at me while silence once again filled our table, his gaze lost as if he had forgotten where he were, I suppose due to the bad time I made him go through. However, I heard him stammer a bit again as if he were trying to find the right words to tell me something.
Oh, no. Don't worry. It's just that...
Yes?
These pills are for a condition I've had for a while, but don't worry, it's nothing serious. What if? Oh my god. What if this is exactly what I mean? It's oh my god, he's got two sides to him. Regular, soft, really awkward boy and serial killer yandere boy. And that pill for some reason keeps the yandere down. What if it's that?
I still don't think that would work so quickly, but I'm curious. Okay.
I'm suspending my belief for the game. Also, you didn't do anything wrong, so there's no need for you to apologize, okay? What about if we just talk about you?
Okay. Oh, I see. But you hadn't mentioned anything about that when we talked on the app. Why didn't you tell me? Despite trying to put on a smile, it was quite clear that he felt bad. It was as if his gaze could only reflect the sadness he was feeling at that moment. I didn't mean to sound too pushy. If you don't want to tell me, I'll understand.
No, it's fine. I didn't want you to think that I was weird or weak, and then you wouldn't have agreed to the date with me.
I know it's not your fault and that you have... Wait, is that you or me?
What? We're right to keep things about yourself. Oh, that sounds like you.
Okay.
That sounds like you.
I know it's not your fault and you have every right to keep things about yourself hidden until you're ready to tell me. But even so, I would have liked to have known that earlier so I wouldn't have behaved so rudely. Feeling a bit nervous, I placed my hand on his, giving him some gentle strokes to let him know that everything was okay. Judging by his expression, it was clear that the gesture surprised him.
I just wouldn't touch him because I just think to myself, if someone's having really bad anxiety, maybe, and I don't know them as well, maybe touching would make it worse. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it was cute in the beginning, but if it did not help him when we shoved cake down his mouth, it probably doesn't help him for us to touch his hand.
We barely know the man. His name isn't even showing yet, and we deep-throated this man with cake. I don't know.
And I don't think he appreciated it. Poor thing. I wonder how many people have rejected him just because he has a nervous condition. Don't worry, you're not weird in any way, you're just a bit different in real life. But the change in attitude is normal. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't dying of nerves on my way here, so I understand you perfectly. I could see him blushing as he looked at me in a very adorable way. I liked the little heart thingy.
Here's a question for you, because we obviously met online like nearly 10 years ago. Was I different in person, or was I pretty much the same?
I'd say you're the same, but we also, didn't... I don't know how long these two have been talking before they met up. They could have been talking way less, but me and you were talking for an extended period of time between us, and then when we finally met, it was it just wasn't one of those, we only stayed talking in text. We were, chatting in voice call as well, so I think that helps when you meet somebody in person.
You and I think we spoke for 7 years before we met, and now we've seen each other a few times and stuff, which is nice. But yeah, I felt like you were the same as well. Pretty much exactly the same. But I agree. I think the voice calls really help, because otherwise text is just kind of I feel like context gets lost sometimes as well.
These goobers haven't even talked to each other, apparently.
They didn't know what they look like. They didn't call each other. It's just, I guess, it's just a blind date, isn't it?
I could see him blushing as he looked at me in a very adorable way.
Thank you for saying that. No one has ever said something like that to me before, and I really appreciate it. You're actually a really good person, and honestly, I feel a bit better about myself now.
Good. You're so sweet. If you don't mind, I'd like to get to know you better. Would you like to go out again sometime? What I said surprised him a lot. Perhaps he expected a different response from me, maybe a rejection or something similar, but I think it's best to stay in touch with him. It feels like he needs my support as much as I need his to start my new life. A little fast, in my opinion, but okay. Besides, his reactions are so adorable that I couldn't forget them even if I wanted to. It's as if each of his actions were made by a helpless little lamb.
I doubt that.
Although I couldn't help but notice something. While he looked surprised by my question about staying in touch, his finger kept moving rapidly on the table. Is it normal that your finger moves like that, or...
Wait, is that... Do you see the lines there on the were those there before? Or
Yeah.
is that part of the text box?
This
I
thingies?
just didn't notice them. Yeah, no, the yeah, the
Okay.
lines. I'm sorry, it distracted me. I thought he put something on the table. Oh, sorry. I, blah, blah, blah. I think I got a little carried away. Just definitely a yes. I'd love to keep getting to know each other.
Perfect. I'd better... I heard my spoon hitting the plate, making me suddenly stop talking. Looking down, I saw there was no more cake. Without realizing it, in all this time we were talking, I finished all the cake along with my shake. It's clear that I don't know how to share when it comes to food. How embarrassing. I'm sorry. I know I said I'd share the cake with you, but I got carried away by the taste. But I promise to make it up to you next time we go out.
No worries. After all, I bought the cake as apologies, so you could say we're even. But besides, just going out with you another time is more than enough.
I breathed a sigh of relief. I really didn't think I'd be so kind and gentle. Boofus, what are you? I glanced over my shoulder at the clock hanging on the other side of the place. When I saw the time, my stomach churned a bit. I didn't realize I had spent so much time here.
Did they? I feel like they barely talked. I feel like it was like, here's a note, here's a cake. I'm nervous. Oh, I just put cake down your throat. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let's see each other again.
Hey, time flies when you're having fun, right?
Time flies when you're forcing cake down a random man's throat and then also like putting the cake. I mean, like, she ate it really fast. I started chuckling because can you imagine just like staring at a man like he's really nervous and you're just like stuffing cake, sipping milkshake. You've got cake in your hair, all over your mouth.
I mean, that's how you're imagining me.
That is you.
I've never, like, eaten so fast that, like, at some point, my, like, fork or whatever is touching the plate. And I'm like, oh, it's all done.
You are a slow eater, but I just also imagine you as a very spaced out eater. Because, yeah. It's like, here's a cookie, and it's like 2 hours later, oh, you finished the cookie, and you're like, what cookie? And I'm like, oh god.
Okay, you're not wrong. It was really nice meeting you, but I really have to get back home. See ya. Oh god.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh. Wait.
I wasn't expecting that voice. But I think it captures it perfectly, yeah. I felt his grip on my wrists, somewhat forceful, though it didn't cause much harm. It was a bit exaggerated for someone as timid and nervous as him. Oh, God.
If you don't mind, would you like to exchange numbers? I want to make sure you get home safely and, well, have a better way to stay in contact with you.
Okay. It's true, even though we had talked for a considerable time online, neither of us knew each other's real names.
What did they talk about? Like, they don't know anything.
I even said, it doesn't feel like these goobers have been talking as much as, like, me and you were before we actually met, so.
But clearly, I mean, I feel like I knew your entire life story by the time I met you. Honestly, when I met you, it felt like I already knew you anyway.
A considerable amount of time. I want to know what is considered that. The dating app only allowed us to use preset nicknames, and it was forbidden to share our real names for security reasons.
Okay.
If they noticed you breaking this rule, they would permanently ban you from the app.
Okay, that explains it.
Okay.
Although, I still question what they talked about, because they don't really seem to have much in common unless... I don't know.
You get a pass. A bit exaggerated for my taste, but I guess it's acceptable. You never know what kind of psychopath might be lurking on the internet. Sure. How should I save you? He quickly handed me another yellow paper and his number written on it, looking down as if trying to hide his excitement.
I'm Charlie. Charlie McKay.
See, we're Charlie. That's a lovely name. It was very nice spending the afternoon with you, Charlie. I'm Boofus. Once again, he looked away while trying to hide his blush. I guess the formal introduction got him a bit excited. He's just so adorable. Oh. Except when he does that. After exchanging numbers, I gave Charlie a small hug before leaving the store. When I glanced back, I saw him waving goodbye from his seat.
That's a very thirsty stare.
Uh-huh.
That's I'm gonna break into your house and sniff your socks stare. I'm telling you, all these men in their socks can never escape it.
All right. Shoot, I almost missed the last train home.
Oh, the art is so cute here again.
I really like also the small details because, you know, trains, they're going to be graffitied and everything. And all the characters that I've seen as we've been going through, they're all like really unique and very colorful, and I like it. If I had stayed another 5 more minutes at the cafe, I wouldn't have made it in time. How can it be that the schedule around here keeps getting worse? The last train was supposed to leave in about 20 minutes, and even though there are many people here, they shouldn't have to rush like this. It's so easy to dampen the mood with things as small as these. But this time, I won't let that happen. Today was a great day. I had some delicious sweets, and my date with Charlie was better than I imagined. It's a good start, considering all the poo I had to go through earlier. I took out my phone for a moment to see if I could distract myself, but with no internet, there wasn't much to do. I sighed, and after browsing my gallery for 7 minutes, I put away my phone, feeling boredom consuming me more and more. Fortunately, I'm almost home now. While I was trying to distract myself by looking out the subway window, I felt someone sit down in the seat next to me. Oh. When I turned my head to the side, I found a guy staring at me. Why is he looking at me like that? Could he be someone I know? No, I don't think so. No one knows that I moved to the city. Besides, someone so creepy with such a terrifying stare can't have good intentions. Or maybe I'm just overreacting. Is that blood?
I'm just thinking, I don't know, because my theory is that Charlie is both the you know, like has two sides to him. But then my confusion is like, wouldn't you recognize him?
That's what I was thinking too, because it's like, if this was Charlie's alter ego, he's like right next to us. You're literally turning around. How are you not seeing him? You could see the other girls in front of you perfectly, but the guy next to you, you can't see.
Shrouded in darkness. Convenient.
Also, even she said, like, is it somebody I know? I don't know. You tell me. You're right next to him. Smile. Maybe he's an art student with a jacket stained in red paint heading back home. Perhaps if I ignore him and pretend he isn't here, I'll get off at the next stop. As I looked away for a moment, I could hear him starting to breathe somewhat heavily. Despite trying to ignore him and not show any interest, I noticed how he shifted a bit closer to me, to the point where I could feel his breath on my neck. No. We get up and we, like, stand next to the girls.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would approach the girls because all of us girls have made this experience, and I would just be like, "Hey, girls!" Like, and then I just like whisper to them, like, "I'm really scared of this guy. Can you guys
can I sit with you?
Help me out?" Yeah, and most girls will actually help you out with that stuff, because, yeah.
Oh.
Ugh.
I can't stand this situation anymore. This game does a great job at, like, it leaves you thinking, oh, this is nice and sweet, and then the creepy factor goes, like, so quick. I think I'll have to leave before I get to my station. Ugh. I felt his hand against. Oh gosh! I felt his hand against mine, caressing me insistently until at one point I could feel his hand trying to intertwine his fingers with mine.
Ew.
Get up!
Go to the girls. Like, but then again, maybe she's frozen in fear.
Yeah. I definitely have to get out of here. Without warning, I got up from my seat and headed as quickly as possible towards the exit doors of the subway. As soon as these opened, I ran out into the street, hoping that the freaking butthead wasn't following me.
Okay, that's the second mistake. Don't just go home because obviously he could follow you. You get off that thing and you go right to where there's a staff office and you're like, this guy's, because that's what I did. I had one time when I was on my way to work, I don't know if I told you this, like this was years ago. I had a guy like fall into step with me and I took my headphones out. I've never met this guy before. And he said to me, "Oh, your hair color is this color now." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Oh, I remember when you had this color and that color." And I'd never met this guy before in my life, never seen him before, and it scared me. And the very first thing I did was reach out to people in public, and I told my work and I told everyone, and I described him and everything because it scared me.
Was he right about that or just talking nonsense?
Yeah. Oh no, he knew. He could describe the hair. He described different hair colors I had over like the last year or two, because at the time I used to dye my hair more often. Not really. I think what makes it worse is I didn't do any crazy colors per se, so that made it worse in my head, because I feel like if you dye your hair like blue and like, you know, like more like less common colors, it's like, oh, that stands out more. But no, he's like, "Oh, I remember when it was this shade of this and that shade of that," and I was like, ugh, it's kind of creepy.
Yeah, that is creepy. And I'm glad that how you handled it, because that is the smart way to do it. Um, in Bufus's case, I don't think they made the smartest decision, but I understand that it's just because they were scared and they're not thinking straight. Because I think a lot of people just wouldn't think about the logical things to do in that moment because you're just too scared, especially dealing with people like
Yeah.
this. Because I think logically, I know what I should do, but I think I would also act the scared route as well.
Yeah.
Finally, I'm home. What the actual frick? That frickin' weirdo. Did he want to frickin' kill me or assault me? I have enough living in a dangerous area at night without some urgent idiot coming to bother me. Luckily, there was no one on the streets at this hours, and the neighborhood gangs were not around the corners. But that doesn't mean that the fear I felt all this time is already gone. My breathing was getting more and more agitated. When I looked down, I could see how my hands were shaking uncontrollably. Just thinking about that man breathing on my neck made my stomach turn with pain. I just have to ignore that all happened. I just have to breathe and try to calm down. I jumped in fear as I felt my phone ring and vibrate incessantly in my pocket. I took it out to silence it once and for all. Why the heck are you ringing now? You scared me to death. Huh? Isn't this Charlie's number? Upon opening the notification, I could read the message that had been sent to me.
"Hello. I know it's a bit late, but I did mention I would write, so forgive me if I startled you. I just wanted to make sure you got home safely. Also, I apologize if this bothers you. If you'd like, we could just talk again through the dating app. I don't want to bother you, so whatever you decide will be fine by me. Well, I'll stop writing for now. It was a tiring day for you. Rest well, Bufus."
Despite meeting in person, it seems like he's still shy around me. But what did he mean by "forgive me if I startled you"?
It is him, and I'm, oh my gosh, it's so creepy. Oh,
I
I'm
was
so
kind of
mad.
hoping it's not him at the subway, because again, you'd think I would totally know if it was him, if he was sitting next to me. So I'm a little confused about that. I thought when he said "forgive me if I startled you," it's like because it's so late at night and he's messaging you, it's kind of like, sorry if like this message came at a bad time.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but I don't know. Now this is making me second guess everything.
Could it be about him texting me? Well, maybe I did forget that he'd send me a message, but I don't think it'd be enough to startle me. Or would it? I mean, it did. No, I think I'm overthinking it too much. He probably said that because he still feels bad about being late to our date. He really is so adorable.
Is he?
At least reading his message helped calm me down. Well, I'd better eat something before going to sleep.
Oh no.
No. Are you kidding me? That butt munch. He made me forget I had to buy groceries before getting home. What am I gonna eat now? I really wish I could have another slice of that strawberry cake Charlie bought me. That is not good food to have. It's good as dessert, but you need actual proper food.
Hearing that from you is so surreal.
I'm looking out for Boofus, okay? And I know from experience, this is why I say that. At least that way I could remember the one good thing that happened today. Ugh. What just happened? Why do I feel my head a bit lighter? Oh, hey! We got new food now.
What?
Huh. That is concerning. I don't remember this piece of cake. It looks like the one Charlie bought me today. Maybe I bought it somewhere else and didn't realize it.
I wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't eat the cake I couldn't remember. I know you would, but I'm not gonna do it.
I was about to say, but it's in our own home. I don't remember buying it, but surely if it's in there, I must have bought it.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that cake won't eat itself, so...
Boofus and you are the worst.
Taking a spoonful of the cake, I could feel the flavor enveloping me completely. It was so delicious that it seemed to erase any worries I had, and I could only think about how delightful it was and the date I had in the afternoon. I am questioning, though, how this works, because normally it had, like, we opened the thing, and it had been there already, and our character was like, oh, I don't remember buying this, that's weird. I get it, he's in our home, and he put the cake in, but we were literally looking in the fridge, and then we felt dizzy, and then suddenly it's in front of us. That's weird. I don't know how that works. He's just, like, behind us, and we start feeling dizzy, and he quickly puts it in the fridge and backs away.
It makes me think that he can affect, like reality and stuff like that. It could be one of those types of things.
That would also explain why we couldn't, for some reason, recognize him, even though he was sitting right next to us.
Yeah, I mean, he was turning into eyeballs, and we were just, like, kind of creeped out, but we didn't say anything about that.
Okay. I'll definitely invite him out again. Well, I'd better start getting ready for bed. I have to go grocery shopping early tomorrow. After finishing the cake, I washed the plate and went to brush my teeth. Also, he could have prepared us a better meal for us, you know?
Yeah. Very cute bedroom. Oh my gosh, adorable.
This is Bee and Puppy Cat. Or it looks like Bee and Puppy Cat.
I see a capybara. I see Pikachu slippers. I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how you saw that. I could barely see that.
I don't really Wait, what's that on the side behind the corner of our thing? I don't know. What's that?
That?
The thing that's sitting. The thing underneath that. Like, or below that.
Yeah. I cannot tell at all.
The cat character, or fox? I don't know. That looks vaguely familiar. The poster doesn't look familiar. I don't know what that's meant to be. These could be a few fandoms that I'm not really privy to.
Alright, I don't think it is, but maybe it's like a nod to something. Or maybe it's just cute characters, because this is freaking adorable. I'd buy this.
That's true. Yeah, it could be anything. I really like it, though. Long story short, it's cute. Oh, no! We have a big window again. It's always like this, big rooms and bedrooms. It's perfect for these men to just break in and sniff the socks. Oh my god.
I mean, at this point, if he doesn't come sniffing our socks, is he really a yandere?
No, but I also, I don't know.
As I entered my room, I took off my clothes and put on my pajamas to get ready for bed. I let out a small yawn before placing my phone on the nightstand and plugging it in so the battery would be fully charged in the morning. Now it's sweet old bedtime. Turning off the lights, I slowly approached my bed. I'm beat. I began to nestle between my sheets, cuddling my stuffed animals, feeling like I'd fall asleep at any second now. Right before sleeping, I should text him back. I keep thinking he's gonna be there in the corner.
He probably will be.
Don't worry, if you want, we can go out on another date. In fact, we could go somewhere else in the city. But I'm going to sleep now. See you tomorrow.
P.S. I have a knife under my pillow. Haha, just telling you for no reason.
I hope you have a good night, Charlie. Oh, was that there?
Yeah, that plushie was there.
Okay. I'm on hypervigilance mode. I think that was all for this demo.
I do not trust Charlie. Okay, the art is very cute, though. I think that's very adorable. I don't know why I thought there would be more, because I feel like I don't have much of an idea of Charlie yet. But I still think that Charlie is two different people, in a way.
We could load back up and pick the other thing where we told him we're not very comfortable, see what reaction we get. Maybe we just won't get to see more of Charlie and his other, thing until the next days come out.
Okay, yeah, sure. If you want to do that, we can.
All right. But yeah, I agree. All of the art is so freaking cute. I think that's our other guy. That looks like Charlie, but it's not Charlie.
Oh, because of the hoodie as well.
Yeah. Okay, real quick.
Yeah, we'll be suspicious this time.
Okay. But how did he know where I was? Besides, how can I know if it's really him? He never called me to confirm the exact place in the mall. Plus, the cafe is very far from the meeting point. We've only talked through chat, and I still haven't received any messages from him. Has he been following me all this time?
That's what I'm saying.
He doesn't seem like a potential danger from this distance, but I don't want to take the risk and end up in the news with my face all blurry with the headline saying dead body full of bullets found in an empty lot.
Cake and stomach as well.
Yeah.
Excuse me, is everything okay?
Huh? Yeah, everything's fine. I said with my voice trembling slightly. I could feel the fear taking hold of me. I immediately stood up from my seat to approach this guy. Although, I can't help feeling some fear for him. All of this is so strange that something isn't right. But I can't make it obvious. I have to keep everything under control if I want to keep the guy away from me. Without him noticing, I took the gift and threw it in the trash before reaching his table and sitting down. It's better not to give him the satisfaction of me accepting his apologies.
Oh, you're right. That
hello.
pattern was on the table. Sorry, I was just my brain.
I'm assuming you mean this thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel a little bit bad that we threw the cake away.
I'm not gonna reply to that.
Hello. The guy just averted his gaze and fiddled with his hands, trying to ignore that I had just greeted him. He really gives me a bad feeling. I need to get out of here soon. I took a deep breath to be able to speak as soon as possible and end this nightmare and block this weirdo for good. Listen, this was all a bad idea. Meeting a stranger is the worst thing I could have done. I waited for you for a long time, but you never showed up. I even hoped you'd send me a message, but you did nothing. And now you just suddenly appear and know exactly where I was? And to top it off, you buy me a dang cake as if that's enough to overlook all this?
Oh, I would not do a scene like this. I would not. I
would have just walked away.
I would have found a way to just get out of the situation and again let everyone who knows me know what's going on just so I'm safe.
The guy seemed nervous to the point of trembling with the nerves he surely felt. He tried to speak, but I didn't allow it. I didn't care what he was going to tell me or if there were any explanation for this entire situation. I just wanted to get away from him as soon as I could. I only came to tell you that I don't want to see you again. Just forget about me and my existence. And don't even think about following me. Believe me, I'll notice. And if you do, I'll call the police without hesitation. Got it? If you really are who you say you are, I don't want to know more about you. Don't try to find me and don't send me any more messages. This Boofus is very firm. I don't want to, nor do I intend to read the pathetic apologies of a sick person like you. Just stay away from me. I don't like this at all.
Yeah.
I walk away from the place without bothering to look back at him.
Oh, we're so gonna die now.
That guy, his behavior. I shook my head slightly and continued walking. I still don't feel confident enough to go home. He might be following me even though I threatened him. I entered the bookstore still feeling afraid. I could sense that I was being watched. Because of that, I could hear my heart beating rapidly. My breathing became increasingly agitated, and my vision became somewhat blurry. I'm scared. I heard my phone ring a couple of times. I decided to take it out and see who was calling me. An unknown number. It's him. It must be him. But how does he have my number? I was about to say I thought he can't call us because the app doesn't allow it. Is he crazy? He's probably looking for me the moment I left that cafe. I knew his vibe was bad. He's a dang stalker. I quickly hung up the call and blocked the number to prevent him from calling me again. I hid amongst the bookshelves in the farthest section. I pretended to be looking for something among the books to avoid arousing suspicion.
Tell the staff!
Yeah. Again, I guess she's just panicking and she's not thinking straight, so...
Yeah. It's just like, I don't know. It to me, like, this is so nerve-wracking, and I would just tell the staff, and then the staff can just, like, you know, be like, I'll keep an eye out for you, and if it gets really bad, we'll call the police or something, you know?
Or, like, maybe help escort you out, because they'll probably, like, help you outside the building. I just hope he doesn't find me. It seems I'm safer now.
Probably not.
Thank goodness. I just realized this is fanfiction.
Oh, sick. Nice.
I felt my anxiety and fear slowly leave my body. Boofus, this is the last time that you'll meet a stranger from an app. It'd be better to find a way to escape from the mall without him noticing. But for now, I'll keep browsing these books, maybe even buy a self-defense one in case I run into that guy again. Suddenly, I felt a hand resting on my shoulder, causing me to jump a little. I turned around and saw a red-haired guy in front of me. It nearly gave me a heart attack. I thought it was the weirdo from the cafe.
What if it is? What if he can alter reality and make himself look different?
Excuse me, but do you know where I can find the new Fox Hunter book, or have they sold out? If that's the case, could you tell me when the next editions would come?
I guess we're dressed like somebody that works at a bookstore.
Hmm.
Eh? How would I know that? Only someone who were. Ah, I see what's going on here. How awkward. Sorry, but I don't work here.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. It's just that you're dressed like the employees here.
How do they dress? Do they have a specific shirt color?
Maybe.
The guy smiled a bit embarrassingly, but I didn't pay much attention to him. My mind is still on alert from the scare I had a while ago.
I knew it! I knew it! I don't trust anyone! It's me again. I don't mean to bother you or sound rude, but you look a little off. Wait, I changed the voice, but what if it's not him? I don't know. I'm gonna go back to their voice just in case.
Okay.
Are you okay, or is there something I can help you with?
Help me? I really need to learn to be more subtle with my emotions. Although, thinking about it, maybe that weirdo will stay away from me if he sees me with someone else. Yeah. Maybe that way I can finally get rid of him. But I'm not sure if it's wise to tell another stranger what happened with that guy. Why? Should I tell him or should I just pretend like nothing happened?
Why is it a risk? I'm a bit more confused about why it's a risk to tell someone.
I'm also confused. I guess it's because, you can't trust some. Again, I would probably tell more like a staff. And I would have gone to those girls because girl power. And I get that, maybe you're going to make others uncomfortable by, going up to them because maybe not a lot of people would want to get involved. I don't understand the risk aspect, though.
I don't know. I would take the risk, although the phrasing of risk makes me feel like it's going to end badly.
I'm gonna trust this red-haired stranger that all he did was ask, "Are you okay?" I think I'm gonna take the risk. It's the best thing to do at this point, actually. I took a deep breath as he kept looking at me with an expression that only showed concern. I made the worst decision of my life. Today I came to meet my date, and well, he's basically a stranger I met online and he's harassing me. But seriously, I felt that I knew enough about him to meet in person. I never imagined this would happen. Although I told him not to follow me or contact me just a moment ago, I got a call from an unknown number, and I'm sure he's looking for me in the mall right now. The guy's expression changed immediately when he heard me say all that.
Seriously? Don't worry, okay? I could accompany you so that nothing happens to you.
Okay. While he was saying that, he looked around as if he were making sure no one was trying to approach us, or rather me. I definitely felt a bit better seeing that this guy didn't plan to do anything weird with me.
We don't know that, girl. I have trust issues out the wazoo over here.
See, when it's like this situation, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. We did say we'd want to tell somebody, but my thought process is that guy would probably be like, oh, let's be logical. I'll call the cops. Let me tell a member of staff and we'll help you out together, not just trust me. I will be your sole protector and everything. And then that's like, okay, well, when you put it like that, something's odd here, especially with the whole, I'm going to risk telling the stranger. So the wording is off and now I'm nervous. If somebody had offered me a cake, don't worry, I'll protect you. Here's some cake to help you feel better, then I feel better.
No. I feel
I
like I
could
need
feel.
to roll up a newspaper and hit you on the head with like, no, stop it.
I
Drop the
could
cake.
feel.
Drop the cake,
I-
Lucy. Spit it out.
Come on, would you not feel a little bit more comforted if he
No.
was like, "I'm
If I-
sorry that happened. Here's some cake."
Ah, yes. There's a man in a bookstore. Oh, I'm sorry that happened to you. Hold on, let me just get my pocket cake out. Here's my pocket cake. Would you like to eat it? In fact, let me feed it to you. Oh, it smells a bit weird. Don't think about it.
Sounds all legit to me. I could feel how I slowly started to feel relief thanks to his company. He seemed like someone who genuinely tries to help a person in trouble instead of just ignoring them and going on their way like everyone else.
By the way, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Jeremy.
Hello, Jeremy. He extended his hand towards me, expecting me to return the greeting. With a small smile, I shook his hand. Despite having doubted him at first, I had to admit that thanks to his company, I could feel a little bit safer. Nice to meet you, Jeremy. My name is Boofus. I really appreciate your help with all this.
Yeah, you're welcome, Boofus. I don't think it's right to ignore someone who might be in danger. It's a pleasure to help you.
The guy smiles sweetly as he continues to browse through some books, attentive in case someone gets too close, occasionally touching my shoulder to signal that I should move closer to him just in case he suspects someone. Why? Who is that?
Scared.
What is going on?
I don't know. I'm scared. I'm gonna be thinking about this tonight. You speak Spanish. What is he saying?
You were not supposed to be here.
Okay.
I do understand Spanish. This game is mostly Spanish, but there's English translations as to what we're playing right now. So if you heard the Spanish just now, it's because there is some Spanish vocals going on.
Yeah, I started learning Spanish, but I'm still very early. If there's anything German, I can do that for us because I'm German, but I cannot do the Spanish. So that will be Lucy.
I think it makes more sense that what he was actually saying is that you shouldn't have come here. So I think Charlie is talking about himself because of what we said. So he's kind of saying like, I shouldn't have come here. You shouldn't have been here. Why did you
Jeez.
even come here?
Did you notice that shadow that's suddenly in the like window?
Yes, I did.
I feel sick because that whole scene, I don't know what it was, that was really unsettling. So I'm gonna get curled up now. I'm sad. I'm scared. Give me a moment. I am also scared.
I watched as he answered the call without moving too far away from my side, pretending to search for some books to at least try to ignore what he was talking about. You know, I'd probably just kind of sit down while he's taking the call, so that way he's kind of near, but I'm also giving him privacy, but that way like nobody can sneak up behind me.
Yeah, I would just plant my butt against a wall. Like nobody can come from behind because there's only wall against my butt.
Yeah. It's probably something urgent and he might have to leave. Well, at least I have some time to figure out how to escape from this place.
Tell
This
the
is dumb.
staff! Tell the
Yeah.
staff! Boofus, what are you doing?
What did you expect? Because when we told the guy, he's like, hey, I'll help you out. Don't worry. So what? He was only going to help you out while you were in the bookstore? Like, what was the plan?
Great. They need me at my job again.
Don't worry. Anyway, I have to get back home before it gets too late. Thank you for taking the trouble to help me with, well, you know.
No, I didn't mean that I should leave now. What if that guy is still looking for you? No, I won't allow it. I don't care if I get scolded for being late. I won't leave you until you're safe. Just go to staff or police. This is driving me crazy,
Look,
like genuinely.
Yeah, but he's a good one at least. Like, no way, I'm not gonna leave you.
I 100% like respect him and I appreciate him, but Jeremy and Boofus, come on guys, get it together.
So, would you allow me to accompany you home? Or at least drop you off nearby?
I don't know. It was clear that he was genuinely concerned about my well-being. Damn it, why the heck wasn't he my blind date?
I was just thinking that, actually. That would have been
Same.
cute, potentially, as well. Yeah.
I'm already liking him, but I'm afraid of being betrayed. I feel like we're gonna take him home and he's gonna be the crazy one too.
My thing is either he's also gonna be crazy or you know how we said that the other guy can like manipulate reality potentially? That was a theory. What if this isn't even real? Like what if this guy isn't real? Or the third option, he dies.
I hope you don't die, Jeremy, but I also hope you're not crazy, so I guess maybe I'm hoping for the third option.
Oh god.
I'm the unluckiest person in the world. I ended up matched with a damn stalker and not someone kind and gentle like Jeremy. Yay. This is undoubtedly the worst day of my new life in this place. At least Jeremy makes it not so terrible. And even though I know it's very contradictory of me to walk away from a stranger and then be with another stranger and let this person take care of me and even consider letting me take me home.
There's too much emphasis. Now I'm getting more suspicious. Like, Jeremy, they're all bad. You know what we should do? We should just be single. We should just be single. We should just forget about all of it. It's too scary out there.
I feel that at least Jeremy's not a bad person and doesn't seem to pose any harm to me, unlike the other sick guy. He gives me confidence and security.
We only just met him. I don't know.
Thank you. I suppose you could accompany me to the metro station. But I still don't trust him entirely. Good on you, Boofus.
Yeah.
Oh, but Boofus, I thought Jeremy was a good person and not someone weird like the guy at the cafe.
Oh my god, is our mind being infiltrated?
I think we're just having like that little angel and demon on our side. But we're supposed to be your angel and demon, Boofus.
I don't know what I am at this point. I'm just a terrified bystander.
And he is, but I don't want to tempt my luck at this point. I better stop thinking about all this. It seems like I'm just having an internal monologue when I was in high school. I grabbed a self-defense book, and along with Jeremy, we went to pay for our respective books at the cash register, while he made sure no one got too close to me.
Wait, if you're buying a self-defense book, you're not gonna... Let's say, for argument's sake, that it would help you. It's not like you would know how to defend... Like, would someone come running towards you with a knife, and you're, like, quickly opening the book, like, wait, time these. Pages, like, let me see what I gotta do, let me see. And the person's like, okay. And they're just waiting for you as you read, like, what do I do in this situation? Unless she bought the self-defense book to, like, smack someone over the head, which I would have just gone for any good, thick book at that point. Like...
It's gonna work out. It'll come in handy. Upon leaving the bookstore, Jeremy and I started talking a bit about how I ended up in the situation. Mainly because I still feel someone was following me, and honestly, the conversation might help me ignore that horrible feeling for a moment. I tried to explain everything that had happened in my previous city and the disaster caused by my ex-boyfriend so that he would understand why I decided to start my new life here. On his part, he started to explain why he had been called before work and why this was already routine for him, but at one point he changed the subject.
Hey, I know this might sound weird, and you can say no if it makes you uncomfortable, but if that guy is still around, it would be good for him to know that someone is with you, like your boyfriend or something. Jeremy, where are you going with this?
What? Why do you want to be a fake boyfriend? I immediately furrowed my brow. Is he trying to imply something?
That's not what I meant. I just meant that we could hold hands so I can make sure you're still with me if something happens. This guy is putting the moves on us. Man, everyone wants Boofus's booty and it's becoming an issue.
Yeah, because me and you don't know who to trust, so we're like, no booty can touch this booty until we, like, properly authorize you.
We need to go through some checks first. We've got the Evie and Lucy checklist of is this appropriate or not? Are we the parents in this situation? What is going on?
Well, that's a bit cliche, but I guess it would be okay. After all, it's to keep that weirdo away from me. I nodded slightly and gently took Jeremy's hand, intertwining his fingers with mine to feel a bit more secure.
That's a very intimate way. I would
I
have
know.
gone the other way.
I mean, yeah, you could have just held hands, but intertwining your fingers, that's, yeah, even more intimate.
I started rubbing his hand with my thumb in small circles because I wanted it to be believable. It's like, yeah.
Okay. The way to the subway station was very peaceful and better than I expected. Jeremy continued explaining to me how at work they often asked him to cover shifts for his colleagues because it was tough being a bartender.
Oh, I've done that before. It is, yeah.
Yeah. He told me that despite genuinely liking his job, dealing with all kinds of people every night could be somewhat stressful. I believe you.
I had, did I tell you about my time working at a bar?
No, you have not.
I didn't work there for long, but it was an experience. Like it was crazy. Like first of all, it was kind of scary because there was a lot of people just staring at you wanting drinks. The funnest part was making the drinks. I just kind of had fun with that. But sometimes you had weird people where like I remember we were supposed to take the glasses when they're empty, you know, from the bar and like clean them. Like if someone's done and they've paid. And I tried to like carefully grab this one guy's glass who was done and he was just sitting there and he slammed his hand down like nope. And he was like very protective of the glass. But then the next day he came in again and there was like a lull in my shift and somebody brought me cake and I turned my back to the bar so no one could see me properly and I was just licking the plate. And the guy who was from the day before was like, I can just buy you food, you know? And I was like, no, I got cake. And then I just tried to clean it off my face and he's like, okay. And I was just like, yeah, cake.
That's what I've been saying all this time.
No, but I acquired that cake myself, you know? Actually, it's so funny. I think that cake was from a children's birthday party from like hours earlier. And my boss was just like, yeah, they gave us extra. And I was like, okay. So I don't know how we went from me saying don't eat cake to saying eat cake, but just make sure the cake's okay. And then it's okay.
However, before parting ways, he gave me a business card with the bar's address, his name, and his phone number, making sure I could call or drop by whenever I wanted. Besides that, he asked me to try texting him once I got home, wanting to ensure everything was okay once I boarded the metro. I quickly saved his number and assured him I would do so before leaving. The strange guy didn't show up again, nor did I receive any other weird calls on my way home. Either way, I wouldn't have any means of being contacted, and if he tried something, I could trust telling Jeremy what was going on, and he would surely help me solve it. I let out a sigh and simply waited to reach my destination. Wow, no creepy guy either.
I don't know about you. I just put my fingers over my eyes because I was like, I'm expecting a jump scare or something. I don't know. I'm on edge.
I'm on edge because I didn't notice this before. Like there's just an open hallway there and I'm just staring at it. And I'm also noticing the lights are off and I thought the lights were on last time, but I can't remember. I'm so scared. Home sweet home. Oh, right. I should write to Jeremy that I arrived without any trouble. Hi, Jeremy. I arrived home a moment ago. Seriously, I thank you so much for everything you did for me today. You're probably working right now, so I'll stop writing to avoid bothering you. Have a good night and rest when you get home, okay? Goodbye. I'm starving. I better find something to eat for dinner. I tucked my phone into my pocket and let out a small sigh. Despite being hungry, it was already too late and I didn't really have the energy after everything that happened today. I'll just have something light and head straight to bed. I placed my new book on the kitchen counter, then headed to the fridge. No. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna skip this bit.
He doesn't let you skip.
Oh, okay. What am I gonna eat now then? Whatever. I'm more sleepy than hungry anyway. I don't know why I thought this was the skip button, but you're right. This is the skip button. Tomorrow morning, I'll go buy groceries. Besides, I could invite Jeremy. I don't think he'd mind accompanying me.
Oh, I don't trust any of this. I feel so, like, ugh.
I feel like Jeremy's won my heart. I trust him. I'm just worried about what's going to happen because I feel like something's going to happen. Upon entering my room, I changed out of my clothes and put on my pajamas to get ready for bed. I let out a small yawn before placing my phone on the nightstand and plugging it in so the battery would be fully charged by morning. So sleepy. I can't stay awake anymore. As I turned off the lights, I slowly approached my bed. Oh, what exhaustion. I began to nestle in my sheets and hug my stuffed animals, feeling like I would fall asleep at any moment. I wonder if Jeremy was kind to me just because he genuinely needed to help. Or maybe he did it because he wanted something from me? I shook my head slightly. It's better not to dwell on that. After all, I just want to make friends. My eyes feel heavier and heavier. I'm not sure if I can hold on much longer.
Oh, God.
Good night.
Oh, no. I knew it. I knew something was going.
Hey.
Oh, that's really creepy. I hate it.
Sit down. If I could skip this, I would, but I can't.
I'm hiding. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it anymore.
It ended?
Okay. Yay.
You know what? We played that to see like an alternative version, but I'm happy with the alternative version because I like Jeremy. So I'm all for Jeremy at this time.
I am big confusion and fear. That was really interesting. Definitely creepy in every direction as well. Okay, so that was scary. That was our double-sided mirror playthrough. That's all we've got for now. I would say that we're both kind of scared at the moment with how things ended.
I've got goosebumps.
We both feel that it's a bit scarier than a lot of the visual novels we've played recently, which is interesting.
Yep, I usually don't expect that out of visual novels in particular, so when I find one like these that leave me feeling chills down my spine, I kind of like that. So massive kudos to the dev and all the team involved.
If you guys want to play, because I think we're double-sided mirrored out for now. If you guys want to play, I think there's another ending, I think Lucy said, or maybe two even. Not entirely sure how those routes would go, but I'd say we have a good one and a scary one for now.
Yeah, Evie and I accidentally played an older version from what I could garner. There was a slight more recent update where they added a couple of extra bits, so if you want to take a look at that for yourself or try alternative choices, have at it. Let us know what you guys thought. And if you have your own game suggestions, feel free to tell us down in the comments below.
And as always, thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye-byes.